District 21 has new representation in the state unicam today. Businessman Beau Ballard, he's been appointed as Nebraska's newest state senator. Governor Pete Ricketts and Governor-elect Jim Pillen made the announcement today in the state capitol. Ballard replaces current state senator Mike Hilgers as he becomes Nebraska's new attorney general. According to Pillen's office, Ballard founded BJB Strategies and the Rabbit Hole Bakery. Ballard says he will have a unique view to help solve a big problem in the state.
As a young Nebraskan, I know the challenges of attracting and retaining young talent to the state. And as a business owner, I know that the power of small business can change that. So I look to bring these unique perspectives to gain valuable insight to grow Nebraska.
The new legislative session begins in January.